adding structural support to my main build in Bloxburg. I have had this build for a year, 2, 3, I don't know, time's flying, it's very annoying. So I'm going to see where I can add structural support. And I think I almost maybe figured out how to actually use it. I want standard industrial bit tall traditional molding. Where would that go? Well, I might be able to do that. First things first, I need to turn off the lights because I don't want to have anything too bright. Then I can, there we go, take off the house. On a house. First, I do need to start in this garage. This garage will need support. Well, I thought I could still see the roof, but I guess not. I'm gonna have to turn every light on, even though I really don't want to, but whatever. Turn that on, open the door, go back in build mode, build structural. Now, how do I know structural support? I don't. I'm gonna do a T, wait. Sorry, I am ever so slightly freaking it, because I didn't think I know how to do this. Actually, let's try this. Custom place. I think I could go with the bigger one, that won't hurt. T, big grid, and let's do it up here, and I can move the light. Because you're wondering, why do I want this? For realistic purposes. Oh, no. Well, let's try this again. Undo. Can I start it up here? Yes. Nice. I don't even know which one I put it on. This one? Then we have to go straight up. Hopefully, this is nowhere near crooked. Well, Bobby, it's crooked. Let's do this. Medium grid. There we go. Maybe this will do. I know I want it here. Excuse me. Put it here. See what it looks like. Beautiful. Turn around and guide it up. Oh my god, it's crooked again. Wow. Who knew putting structural support would be so tough? Let's control C and see if I can do it without a roof. Wish I could make this a little bit darker, but come on, work with me. That one? Oh, I did not approve of that. I'm so sorry. I didn't know this would actually be this hard. About 23 grand. Wow, it's crooked. Holy sh! I need to see the grid. I need it to be numbered, such nature. Let's see if I can do it. Look at that. It's the wall trim, because I put it there, but it's too high to the point I can see it through the floor, and I don't like that. So how, my brother, how do I do this, bro? Let's put it here on the bottom of that. Let's go all the way up and say that maybe it. Is that straight? Now is it poking out? Yeah, beautiful. That's one. I do want like them on. See what is interfering with me wanting to place it where I wanted to place it. And now why can't I ever, how do I know if it's straight or not, right? That looks crooked. That might be straight. That might be up too high. I don't know if it's crooked. That is crooked. But just let me lock in. I don't know how to lock in. I'm gonna have to delete the wall trim. At least I got one in. Very happy about that. Why am I here? I'm here to close the door. Sorry. I'm always wasting. I think no, I need 4 point something mil. Why did I do that? I'm low eye brain and fine, whatever. Try this again. Let's, well, how do I place it? You see, I can copy it. Let's put on the roof, maybe. So why can't I place it? Can't place here. Why am I able to copy it the same length, right? That is actually inconvenient, in my opinion. How many is that? 3. I think I could do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Bring it up here. Too high. Click again and undo. Wow. See, I have to do it in here. Alright. Point has been acquired. Now, I don't want it crooked. No. Now, I can't tell if that's crooked or not. You see how it came closer? Which that can only mean it's crooked, right? Take off the roof. I think that's crooked by just by a little bit. I wish I never did this video now, because I didn't think, well, if I can just transform plus it and have it where I want it of such nature. Why is it deciding where it can and cannot go? And if I can add, yes, that is so much better, because then I can make sure they're straight. Look at that. Constantly thinking, what am I doing? Smaller grid. What the hell? Now, how do I know if it's going to be where I want it. Not too high, but not too low. You get what I mean? That might be too high. I'll bring it down a little. Just a little. And that should be fine. Oh. See, I don't know if that's a Aaron Bloxburg. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. But why can't I copy it or duplicate it and place it wherever I can place it? You get what I mean? Because look, I can copy it, but I have no placement on it. Nowhere, actually. So, it's inconvenient at the maximum. I will paint these a nice color, don't worry. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one or this one? 3. I don't know how to count. If it's on this one, which it does not look like at all, it looks like it's slightly over this one. 1, 2, big grid. Click on the dark gray, because why not? See, why is it doing that? I don't like how you're doing that. Good. I would have to do it. Why not? Let's just keep it consistent, right? Well, I could probably do a 3 pattern now, like I did last time. Good. Hopefully this will do. Which one am I on? That one? Why am I adding structural support? Good question, I don't know. I'm just kidding. I did to make it feel just a little bit more realistic. Here it is. Bought a house. Bought a coat. Luckily I'm only... Oh, this is gonna cost money. I didn't know it was an extra 200-something thousand dollars. I don't know where I should have it resting. I'll just say on the top of the wall. I think that's my best move. Right there. See? And it's fine. Good. Is it in? Good. This one could go up a little bit more. Good. Look at that. Now I want to do a nice dark rustic tan brown to it, covered in wood. I'm gonna regret this, am I? That looks horrible. What am I accomplishing? Is a wood plank, really. But if I could just color it black, I guess I could be happy with that too. Cool. We're gonna do black because it's reasonable. Now I'm going to copy and paste the exact same thing pretty much on the same lines on this side. So stick with me and you'll see why. Zoom, do the big lock. A, place on ground. B, cool. Find the second line right there. Cause then I have a genuine consistency. Again, I have 3 mils, so I can care less about money issues. 3 days ago, I had money issues. That looks so realistic now, right? Because I had those money issues, I was like, ugh. But now I found a efficient way, an Easter event of such nature, to give me more money. I can finally do what I want to do. Now, what I want to do is be able to shift, control click, which will actually select multiple items of my choosing to do what I want to do. Because why should I have to move each one of these singly or such nature when I could do this one, right? And I click shift and I click control and I click here, right? Let's exit out and say T, control, click, and no, that blows. So I would just have to eyeball it and hope for the best. Well, you're gonna hate me, but what I really should have done is add this whole beam through here. I can add side beams, because technically I shouldn't have a beam going through the garage door. I'm trying to think as realistic as possible. Go down. I feel like every time I move it up and down, it's costing me even more money. It's just continuously adding money. Well, actually, let's try this again, but really make sure that I'm happy with my decision of it being just right there. Because I don't want to have it too XYZ of such nature. Good. And then this guy will go up. Because really, am I tweaking? What do you mean? I can't place it. I'm not poor. Too far away of what? Oh, no. I bought Transform Plus just to have anything anywhere I want it. Now, why are you giving me a problem, bruh? Ugh, whatever. I will have to probably delete it and redo it. Instantly. Let's do this. Click. Nope. We're gonna delete it and just copy it again. Build. What is it called? Structural. Big beams. T. Good. Big grid. This line. Like I said, I really should have just... I don't know. I don't like how it's doing that 100. How does this make sense in this slide? That's why. because I put a car elevator here, which means I need to start upwards and go down. What the fuck you mean it's too far? Sorry for my language, but again, I shouldn't be dealing with some rubbish of such nature of this. Let's go up. Oh, no. Well, that didn't help. The problem is I actually don't know how many blocks I have to go up. That one? There's a wall right here. Let's go down and look upwards on the ceiling. I'm on this line, right? What do you mean? I know what I have to do, but I don't know how the strength to do it. We're doing this. Fuck it. We know what's true and what's not true by subtracting and adding what could be true if it was not already true. Click here. So, what is happening in this center area? Why am I unable to structurally support beam anywhere? What is... Do I have a max length of structural beams already? Because that's not right. Okay, might have to rejoin the server because that is absolute monkey shit. Beautiful. Hey, the goal is to make it look realistic. I can add beams down here if it lets me. There is room. With my blind 2 eyes, I know that there's room. I'm gonna have to delete this light. The fan is pushing it, but hopefully that mild reset can help. Build, structural, support beam, T. It's not really giving me any good idea. Cancel. Hopefully we can try this again. Be a little bit more respectful of your old elders. If it doesn't work this time, I'll just do this. Boom. T. That's fine. Watch this. I'm gonna do it again over here and just T it over there if that makes sense. T as in using it. Oops. T. Good. So I don't know why it's doing that right there. I'm sorry that I had a mild freak out right then and there. Good. Bring it up. Good. 588 bucks. Watch the numbers just unfortunately increase. That's fine. Because again, I really should have had it. Ooh, I need to bring it down a little. I really should have just had it done like this in the first place. I'm going to copy this build, I guess, and then beam and ling-a-ding it. Because I can do a whole beam on here and have beams wherever else I please. Hopefully this works. If not, I will lose it as calmly as possible as someone can lose it. Where's my pointing thing? Fuck it. We're gonna have to measure it and just do it again. No. Bottom counts. That should do. Big beam here. Copy the color. Transform. Bring it up. And move it this way. Beautiful. So what do we know? We don't want to see it on the outside, but we are seeing it on the inside. I don't want that. It's gonna be as scary as possible. What? Beautiful. Again, in theory, I'd have beam here, another beam pretty much on each wall and such. Hold on, let me think. You can't see me, can you? I rebuilt this house, not I would not want to do that. Alright, I don't really care about something like that. Maybe I do. Well, actually that's dumb because then it's just gonna stick out even worse on each side, really. Cool. Let's do another beam. Again, I'm just gonna measure it. Luckily, I can do that in this game. Measure. Good. Now I'm gonna bring it up. Beautiful. Slide it, up it. Oh, well, maybe I shouldn't do it. Well, fine. Now I have to think about my beaming structures of such nature. Well, this guy is not even touching. Well, oh, let's fix that actually. Can I get away with doing something like this? Oh yes. A little bit more. Just perfect. That beam is really bending corners. It scared me, but luckily it got fixed. Now I need to somewhat center this. Perfect. Pretty much. Not really. Well, right. I actually don't need to center it. I just need it not on this wall. Good. And I need it high enough to... Yep, fine. I learned from my mistakes. Good. Now I need a beam on the corners of these, which means I will need a beam on that grid right there. Somewhere. Or I could just find what looks like the middle, which would probably be here. It's going to cost a lot of money, people. Beware. Call me broke. Costs me a lot of money. I bought a horse and a dog. Well, realistically, this would not do. See that little micro adjustment? In theory, I could beam the beam with the bolts and the nuts, right? And then have all the other ones aligned with it. I just need to make sure I can park cars in there. See, I wish I could make a structure on the square beam or triangle or whatnot. Obviously, that's crooked, but I can do it. Think about it. I beam with the beams, with the beam and the beam. Next thing you know, beam has beams and beans and rice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's pretty much the center, right? But I could put a beam here and stretch it out and have beams on this wall and then just put the beams in the front of it and just leave like a hallway space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 right there. I'll put it on the edge of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, 5 plus 5 is 10, but I had to really think about this burning brain cells. Let's do 4. If I do 4, that fits a car. There's someone in the center. Ooh, this is gonna be hard. I'm gonna just stick with my gut and do 5. It's right where the car elevators are, actually. That's perfect, actually. Because technically, wherever the car elevators are, it's gonna be structurally supported right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. 1, 2, 3. I could do 4 and such. Let's do that. Car elevators are supported. In here is supported. And this will be now supported. I bought a horse on a cow. I'm just gonna put it on this wall right here and just bring it down. Whole beam right there. I'll bring it down, obviously. I'd have to really burn a brain cell for this. You're probably wondering, but I don't know why. Now I need to cross the beams with the creams and the cheese. I could put beams along the car elevators, so I'll probably put one on this. That's off-center, bro. How dare you be off-centered? I bought a horse, bought a cow. Yeah, I wish I could like, control whatever and just bring this whole setup straight up all at the same time. How many is that? 4? Let's do another 4 and see where that would lead me. That would lead me there. I know I have to put one here for the car elevator. Good. Ooh, wait. Whoa. Good news. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Right in the center. And then I can jerry rig a couple extra beams in and stuff. 4, 5. This will be right here. Perfect. I've been wanting to do structural support on this in a very extreme amount of time. This might be uneven, but that's alright. I got what I want. Nope. Piece of shit. Sorry for my language again. Beautiful. I'm just pleasantly getting excited for rage baiting. And I can readjust the windows. 1, 2. See, it's like a big grid. I'm gonna have to move that one over. That's an eyesore in my opinion, so I'll move that over and transform. I'll keep the pattern of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4, 5, right here. You piece. Sorry. I didn't think I could get mad at this game, but I guess this game is trying to rage bait me into do stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right here. 3, 5. Good. Beautiful. After I lift all these up, I'm going to move these windows and such. I was just kidding. Let's bring this down while I'm at it, because I will forget. There you are. My bad. Bought a horse and a cow. I don't know how I want it, but I do know I just want it to do it by doing what I do want it to do. Beautiful. Good. Because if I can lift all this up at the same time, it will be as even can be. But sadly, there's no multi-select that I know of. How? Oh, you can? Oh, well, whatever. Turn on the roof. Just bring it up. How would I do this for real? Because I've never put beams in here before. Very nice beams. I'll just have it up like that. Beautiful. So obviously I can't do perfection because I can't believe how this is somewhat crooked. Because they should all go up at the same time. Luckily I don't have like 150 of them at the same time. Alright, I do. Bring this guy up. And hopefully this is roughly rough. I'll have to put support beams on the crosses at least, for sure. If I see it, whatever. If I can't, I'll just do like a weird pattern of such nature. And not interfere. That should be fine. And hopefully the cross sections are still sturdy. Beautiful. At least they're straight. Because if these were off by a little bit, I'd lose my mind. I'm gonna add fancy pillars to this too. But before we do that, I'm gonna have to paint it black. I see a red door and I want to paint it black. I don't like how this is here, but sometimes you gotta live with it, because you gotta live with it. Now, obviously, this wall is a load-bearing wall, so I can't fiddle with it. I could just do a whole 5x5 section thing and grid it. Oh, that's not good. How did that go higher than I wanted it to? That should be fine now. Look for other errors. I don't really see any. Good. That actually looks pretty good now. Now hear me out. I need to put some over here too. For sure over here. Well, hear me out. This whole thing needs to be a grid. Technically. With pillars. Ooh, that is nice. Sorry, I forgot to move that. You should have reminded me. Come on, bro. Why did I zoom out so far? We're going up, up. It's our moment. Well, this shadow will help. Beautiful. Forgot to do these ones. Did I tell you that I hit the max limit, I think, on the eggs? If I could put more down, I will, but for the most part, I hit max limit. Whew, this is very stressful, people. Black beams. Just make it black and be done with it. Boom. Hear me out. If I could 5x5 this whole thing. Perfect squares throughout the whole basement. The elevators would have to be not in the way, hopefully. But it might have to change on structure of walls and stuff. But as of now, this was the most important thing to get done for me. Now I gotta get pillars in. I do not like how slow this Apple mouse scrolls, but whatever. Good. Decorate. There they are. I want to do something fancy, but not too fancy. Something like that. No. I guess marble will have to be... I would do a little dinky pillar, but I do want it to look nice. Let's do big grid. Alrighty. Look at that. One there. I'm just kidding. Beautiful. Because I should still have enough room to do fiddle with cars, obviously. Right? Now I might not have as much flexibility as I did before, but I'll still have enough to be happy. There. Well, how do I put this guy here? Technically, I would have another one here, right? Oh, well. If it's in the middle of something, I will move it. For the most part, I can probably... See this? I want to put a car here, so I'm just going to skip out on that one and this one. And just put it right next to the car elevator, I think. Because there's a little bit more pillars and such to do here. Beautiful. This was just a sad little empty space. Now it's beautiful. Look at that. And I can still put cars all up in here. Wow. That actually looks pretty good. And now, do I put some in the back? Look at that. You put concrete slab over this, this will be stronger than anything in the world. Well, I got that done. I'm very happy about that now. I have to figure out this situation up here. Because I have cars in the ceiling, obviously, right? I can't put a pillar here because it would hit with that. I can't put one here, hit with that, but I could put one here. But then it's interfering with the up and down with this. You get what I mean? I have to, I mean, the whole goal is to have those triangle things with the support in the middle. I don't know what to say about all of this right here. Possible needs support because this is one of the biggest rooms. I probably do need pillars in here, beams, whatnot. I think I've burned enough brain cells for this video to try to figure out what I actually need to do. Because this is rather fine. I think it's fine like that. Technically this shouldn't be here, so I'm not going to worry about structural support for it in the slightest. Because if my lot was a little bit bigger, my pool would be back here, and the basketball court and all that, and extra garage space would branch out to here, and whatnot, or whatever. But as of now, I'm going to call it for the video. I do need some here. I need some everywhere. Do I just... I don't know. I could match beams with the pillars here. See what I mean? I have to burn a little too many brain cells. But once I keep looking at it, eventually it'll just click in. But as of now, this is completed. And that cost me 11k. I don't really know, but that cost me a lot of money. Pretty much 200k. Alright. And I should be able to go down the elevator and not have a problem. Beautiful. Look at that. Exactly what I wanted. A little bit darker, but that's right. Because I can still put cars here. I can still drive through here and not really have a problem. Is it centered? No. Wait, this garage, here it is. See? It worked. If need be, I could squiddiggle cars between these pillars. There's enough room for pretty small cars. Same with here, big cars. But this is as realistic as I can think of right now. You just got promoted! I got my alt account making money for me. Well, I can't be saying that. I got it making money on the job that it does, the lumber tycoon. Look at this house. What a odd little house. Brick roof. That's something you don't see every day. Moldy cabinets and such. Tiny little bedroom. Lots of detailing, but extremely small house. It's probably cost as much as my house with all those details. Alright, that's about it for this video. I do want to thank everyone for watching it. Please do subscribe if you want to see me make it more realistic. That's about it. Again, I will keep editing this house and such. So, and the Easter egg hunt is still on. That's a false egg, so I need to throw that out pretty much. But you have eggs around the house. I want to do a big Easter event, but for the most part, I was very limited to what I could do. I did keep this guy. Let's see if I can make another one. Money amount 1,000. All these eggs are worth 1,000. I guess pink. I think I was maxed out for the day, but if I can place more, I will be doing another time lapse and whatnot to place a little bit more eggs around the house. Hopefully, you can open them and get the money, because again, they are all over the house. And this one is in here. Look by the car tires again, and just on the main floor as of now is where I'm going to focus on it. And if I can, I'll go up to the second floor area, just in that room and that room. And third floor would have it all the way up there. And if I can sneak it in the basement at all, so there's two right there for you. But I think I am happy with the result that I made with this. Again, I can still drive my cars around and think I could swing down, swing back, whatever I have to do, I can make it work. Bye everybody.